This video lecture contains three parts. First part, basically, we will describe the dynamic microphone. Second part will be the gun microphone, and third part will be the wireless microphone. How it will work, what is its construction, everything I will describe in this video. So let's start.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Shantani Bhattacharya, Assistant Professor of EC Department, ISRM Institute of Science and Technology, Kattankulathu, Chennai. Today, I am going to start another new topic, which is actually based on dynamic microphone. Okay. So in my previous video, there was what is microphone, what is the output characteristics, and also carbon microphone, crystal microphone. I have already covered. So now I have started dynamic microphone. Okay. So what is dynamic microphone? This is actually the basic construction of the dynamic microphone. What is this in this construction? So you can see this is actually the thin diaphragm. Okay. So with this diaphragm there is a metal is connected. Sorry, it is a magnet is connected. So magnet is connected and this coil is wound over the magnet. Okay, so what will happen, so basically here, due to the main principle of this microphone is electromagnetic induction. So in this way it actually convert the sound wave into a electrical signal. So how it will convert, now in the next slide I will describe. So basic construction I have already said, that consists of magnet, coil and also diaphragm. Next, so the here you in this figure you can see more properly, this is actually the magnet part and this is diaphragm and coil is wound and it is connected to the battery. Okay. So now not battery, it is actually connected to the amplifier side. Okay, so now when sound wave actually hits the diaphragm, what will happen? So diaphragm is very thin, so diaphragm will vibrate. So if diaphragm will vibrate, then this coil will also vibrate. Okay, so here already it is mentioned that when sound wave enter the microphone, that strike thin diaphragm causing it to vibrate. Diaphragm movement causes the coil to move back and forth inside the magnetic field created a permanent magnet. So this coil is actually continuously vibrate inside the magnet. This is a magnet. So there is a, as there is a magnet is there, so there definitely there will be a magnetic field. So within this magnetic field continuously this coil vibrates. So as the coil moves within this magnetic field, this is the 11-12 principle that electrical current will generate due to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay, then this electrical signal corresponding to the sound wave is sent to the amplifier or any recording device. Okay, so this is the basic principle of the dynamic microphone. I just repeat once again, this is very simple. There is a diaphragm, the sound is coming in this side, it hits the diaphragm vibrates means coils also vibrate because it is connected to the diaphragm, and these coils are actually wound on the magnet. So when diaphragm vibrates, coils also vibrate where magnetic fields is also there. So due to this movement, they produce electric current by the electromagnetic induction. So after that, this signal will pass to the amplifier. So now these are the advantage of this microphone, that durability and ruggedness that can withstand rough handling, making it ideal for live performance. No external power is needed. Okay, so handle high sound pressure level, perfect for loud sound source like drums, guitar, live vocals, etc. And affordable, that means it is cheaper than other microphone. Okay, so and resistance to moisture and humidity. In the previous case, in the crystal microphone, we have seen that there basically processor crystal are used, and this is very sensitive in the moisture. it is actually the better version of this crystal microphone, so suitable for outdoor anywhere. Okay, so these are the advantages of dynamic microphone. Then disadvantages: lower sensitivity, not as sensitive as condenser microphone. Condenser microphone is, I'll describe in the next day. So keep watching my video, you can understand also the condenser microphone also. So limited frequency response and heavier design, as there is a magnet coil, so it will be little bit heavier than the other microphone. So applications area, it is actually very fine for loud sounds such as drums, electrical guitar, and they are good for medium level sounds also. So
Now I am describe about gun microphone. So let's see what is a gun microphone.
so gun microphone, this is actually the figure of the gun microphone. So it is actually a directional microphone designed to pick up sound from a specific direction while rejecting noise from the sides and rear. That means this is actually figure of this gun microphone. It enters, receives the sound from the this front direction, and this back direction and side direction sound, basically it cancels each other. How it cancels, I will explain. So this is, I think all of you can understand the figure. There are some slotted versions, figures are there. You can see in this figure slots are like that. So it is, there are some slots, and this is the sound waves coming through this direction. Okay, so it is a directional microphone. That means in particular direction it actually receives the sound. In the other direction, basically rear direction and side direction sound, it actually rejects. How it rejects, then I will explain. Okay, it gets its name from its long narrow shape similar to shotgun barrel. Okay, so you can see this is looks like a narrow shape long, so it is looks like a shotgun type. Previously this type of gun basically used in the military purpose. Okay, now it is actually obsolete. So commonly used in film and television production, as well as for recording lectures, interviews, and other types of speech. So now I'll explain how do shotgun mix works. So here you can see it is the basically the tube. Here this is actually the front part. Through this side, basically sound waves are coming, and also there are some this is the tube, and there are some slots are there. I think all of you can understand. And through this direction some sides waves also coming. Okay, so one of the key feature of the shotgun microphone is the interference tube. This is called the interference tube. Why it is called interference, I'll explain in the next part. Okay, which is a long is nature slotted tube. Okay, slotted means this is a slot, that means you can see this slotted version is there, position in front of a microphone capsule. So this is the in the front direction you can see. So operation, how it actually works: sound wave from the front direction travel directly to the microphone diaphragm. Okay, so front direction, this is the front direction. Through this direction, actually there is also actually this is also a diaphragm based microphone. Okay, so from front direction, so waves are coming and hit into the diaphragm. Okay, sound from the sides enters through the slots along the interference tube at slightly different times. So in this direction, that means in the side directions also sound are coming through this interference tube. Okay, at different time. This off-axis sound interferes with each other, and it produces a phase cancellation that reduces the volume. So microphone captures mostly the front direction sound, and it actually rejects the rear and side direction sound. Okay, in this way basically shotgun microphone works. Okay, So now you have to understand what are the advantages and disadvantages of this microphone. Advantages: excellent directionality. Okay, so only if we concentrate only a particular direction sound, then only this microphone is highly applicable. Extended reach and good sound quality. Okay, so and what are the disadvantages? Off axis correlation, that means sounds from the sides may be unnaturally altered. Okay, that means some amount of sounds actually it cannot cancel all the sound. Little bit amount of sound from the side direction also is entered into through this tube. Okay, limited indoor use and requires proper aiming, must be precisely pointed to the sound source. Okay.
Now we are almost the last part of this video. So last part of the video contains about the wireless microphone. So let's start.
So let's start. So this is actually the figure of the wireless microphone. You can see there is no wire, so it's called a wireless microphone. Okay. So what do how actually wireless microphone works? Okay. So wireless microphone basically sends their signal, output signal, wirelessly via their built-in transmitter. That means here in this is actually a wireless microphone figure. Here inside some transmitter is there. Okay, so through this transmitter it sends the output signal. Okay, then transmitter will encode the microphone audio signal into a carrier signal and then transmit to the receiving end. Okay, in the receiving section there will be an antenna. It receives the signal through antenna and then decode, and it actually the original mix signal or the connected mic input we will get. Okay, so now basically in the wireless microphone there are basically the construction, inside the construction there are basically three components. Okay, one is microphone, then transmitter and receiver. So already briefly I have already described what is the microphone principle, so what is actually the main principle of the transmitter and also receiver. So now we just explain little bit more. So what is the microphone principle? Already I have completed this thing. What is microphone? What is the principle of microphone? Same thing we will repeat here also. That means here actually in the case of microphones also it is actually a transducer that actually changing the acoustic or mechanical wave energy, that means sound energy, into an electrical signal. And here actually diaphragm based microphone basically used. So sound wave vibrate microphone diaphragm. Vibration of the diaphragm is converted to the electrical signal through either electromagnetic induction or variation in the capsule capacitance. What is the dynamic effect of that means electromagnetic induction effect? What is the capacitance effect? Already we have completed in the capacitance microphone. Then dynamic microphones, just go through it, then it will be helpful to understand this part also. So wireless microphone are typically in a style of handheld, lavalier or headset. Okay, so now we are coming to the transmitter section. So transmitter section actually what it does, basically it takes microphone output signal and convert it to the radio signal and it transmits through the antenna. Okay, so there are basically three types of transmitters is available. Mainly we have seen one is handheld, then plugging, then belt back. Okay, so this system basically use frequency modulation and basically the bandwidth will be near about 200 kilohertz. Okay, radio frequency bands utilized for sending signal. Typically the range is for very high frequency is 30 to 300 megahertz, and for ultra high frequency it is 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. Okay, excuse me. Then there are some actually different types of basically transmitters figure and little bit description I have given. So first one is handheld wireless microphone. I think in many occasion purpose you have seen that we are basically using this type of handheld. Basically we use this type of microphone in our hand, so it is basically called the handheld microphone. Okay, it is looks like a traditional microphone, but it has a built-in transmitter. Where is the transmitter? Transmitter is actually this one. This one is actually, there is a inside, there is a inbuilt transmitter is there. Okay, so this is actually the microphone part is here, microphone part is there, and here some transmitter is there. But here is the one main disadvantage is here battery is very much needed. So without battery it will not work. Okay, so then we will go to the plug-in wireless microphone. Okay, so plug-in wireless microphone is actually, it is actually a wireless microphone where transmitter connects to the standard wire microphone and convert it to the wireless microphone. So that means when there is a, it is actually, you just think that there is a, it is a wire with wire microphone. So if you remove the wire and you attach a transmitter, then it actually convert a plug-in wireless microphone. Okay, then build back wireless microphone. Build back wireless microphone, basically you can see in various types of TV serials or any interviews. Okay, so basically it we basically use in our dress. Okay, so it is worn on the body, usually clipped in a belt or waistband. Okay, so what is the receiver? So last part is the receiving section. So wireless microphone receives, effectively receive the radio frequency of the microphone transmitter. Okay, so actually through the antenna it comes, and then it actually, this is actually the antenna, through the antenna it receives the signal. Okay, and it convert back into the audio signal, decodes desired audio signal, and should be connected to a mic level input or audio console. Okay, so now what are the advantage and disadvantage? We will discuss about that of this wireless microphone. So advantage is freedom of movement, that as it is no wear is there, so you can easily move here and there without any wear. So it is very helpful. Less clutter, that means no risk of tangled cable on stage. It is basically for stage performance it is very useful. Okay, versatile means used in concert, conferences and film production. Maximum actually nowadays everybody use this wireless microphone. Okay, now wired microphone almost actually disabled, so everybody prefer this one. So disadvantages, already I told all of you that one of the most important disadvantage is that battery dependency. Okay, so require frequent charges batteries is very important. Signal interference, that means other RF devices may cause audio dropouts, so it will be a maybe or sometimes signal interference may occur. So higher cost, it is little bit expensive because inside the mic there are some transmitters are there, then through it has to convert, then receiving part is there, so it will be little bit costly. So nowadays actually it is so much useful, so I think this price is also now going less. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope all of you understand the wireless microphone. If you have any doubt, then in the comment section give me the comment. I'll try to solve all this problem. Thank you so much. Keep watching.